The Temptation of Saint Anthony was first conceived in 1849 and published in its final version in 1874. Inspired by the life of Saint Anthony the Great, a 3rd century Christian hermit who retreated into the Egyptian desert, the novel dramatizes the spiritual, intellectual, and psychological temptations faced by a man striving for religious perfection. Combining elements of drama, fantasy, mythology, philosophy, and theology, the work explores the conflict between faith and doubt, desire and renunciation, and knowledge and belief. The story takes place during a single night in the Egyptian desert, where Saint Anthony lives alone in prayer and meditation. Although he has withdrawn from worldly life to devote himself entirely to God, his solitude becomes the setting for a series of extraordinary visions. As darkness falls, Antony is overwhelmed by hallucinations in which countless figures, ideas, and supernatural beings appear before him, each attempting to seduce him away from his spiritual vocation. The first temptations involve material wealth, political power, luxury, and sensual pleasure. Antony is presented with visions of magnificent cities, beautiful women, sumptuous feasts, and imperial authority. These images awaken his suppressed desires, reminding him of everything he abandoned in choosing the ascetic life. But he resists, recognizing that worldly pleasures are temporary and spiritually destructive. The visions then become increasingly intellectual and philosophical. Ancient philosophers, religious leaders, and heretics, including representatives of paganism, Gnosticism, Judaism, and various Christian sects, engage Antony in complex debates. Each claims to possess the ultimate truth, challenging his faith with persuasive arguments. The endless conflict of beliefs leaves Antony confused and uncertain, exposing the limitations of human reason in understanding divine reality. As the night progresses, the hallucinations grow more fantastic. Mythological gods, demons, monsters, strange animals, and symbolic creatures fill the desert landscape. Science, nature, and evolution are personified, while the boundaries between reality and imagination disappear. Antony witnesses the vast diversity of creation and briefly desires to merge with all forms of life, expressing a longing to experience every aspect of existence. This universal temptation reflects humanity's endless curiosity and desire for absolute knowledge. At the climax of the work, Antony experiences profound spiritual despair, questioning the existence of God and the meaning of his lifelong devotion. However, as dawn approaches, the terrifying visions gradually fade. The rising sun reveals the image of Christ, restoring Antony's faith and inner peace. Renewed in his commitment, he resumes his prayers, having overcome both physical and intellectual temptations.